Well, we met, as lots of people used to do, in country people in those days, we met at a dance, didn't we?
Yes.
And it was to do with the Young Conservatives. And I belonged to Chilhampton Young Conservatives, and although Arthur was a little bit overage for Young Conservatives by then, weren't you? But he still was, you know, sort of part chumly Young Conservatives.
Well, I was never
Never in them.
No, never in them, but I mean, you could go to any dance, really local dances. You could go to where, whether the young farmers or the conservatives, they was glad to get you money.
So I presume, because we met at a Young Conservative dance, that you were young, but obviously not.
Well, yeah, I used to meet you, first of all, I think, when you was working in Northcote, wasn't it? I used to go to Barnesville Market. We used to have to drive. Father never drove a car, and we used to have to drive in to Market. It was me and my younger brother that was home at the time. And one of us used to take it turns to go to Market with him. And we used to go to Northcote and get the Farmers Weekly every week. And that's where I saw Wendy first. Then we met to dance, didn't we?
Well, I don't remember that bit, so... Oh, God.
I remember that. I knew you were going to remember that.
He'd seen me before I realised he'd seen me.
Well, you used to buy him because you just sat to serve in Northcote, didn't it?
I know you used to buy a lot of envelopes.
When I went to dances, I knew where you thought you was working in Northcote.
God, the first time I've...
Another thing I just thought about the other day was, I went to Witheridge dance, and I offered to take you home and you accepted. That was after we'd been dancing time or two together.
I discussed it with my friends. I said, well, what do you think? Do you think it'd be all right if I let him take me home? And oh yes, one of them said, oh yes, I think he's sweet. So I thought, if she thought he was sweet, he must be all right. And so that was how everything began.
As I said, when I went to dances, I danced with her quite a few times before. I asked her that night to take her. I said I would take her home. But
that's how life was in those days.
I love that you didn't know that he was checking you out in North.
No, that's the first time I've heard of that.
But you also didn't realise he wasn't a Young Conservative.
Well, yes, yeah, absolutely.